Hello, this is Michael with Bay Area Attractions, and today I'm going to present to you the full seal and sea lion show from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom.
Oh, thanks, guys. Hi. Good afternoon. Welcome to Sea Lion. Welcome to Sea Lion Stadium here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. My name is Max, and I am one of the animal care specialists that has the pleasure and privilege of working with our pinnipeds. Now, pinniped is just a fancy word for flipper-footed, and that refers to three kinds of animals: walruses, seals, and sea lions. Here at Sea Lion Stadium, we have two of those, specifically California sea lions and Pacific harbor seals, both of which are native to our waters here in California. Now, being pinnipeds, being marine mammals, being beautiful, being smart, these animals, seals and sea lions, often get confused for each other. They have a lot of similarities, but they are quite different in both looks, behavior, social activities, pretty much all across the books. They have a lot of differences. So I am here to help show you guys, explain to you guys 5 really easy differences that will help you tell them apart, whether it's here at our presentation, whether it's over at Seal Cove, or at our beautiful coastal areas. Specifically, for any of you who are interested, Pier 39 is a great spot. That is where I have seen so many sea lions. But yeah, so we're going to start off with one of the more obvious differences. This here is a, can you guys guess it, shout it out, seal or sea lion? Alright, I am going to pretend I heard at least one sea lion, because that makes me feel better about my time up here. This is Dyson. He is one of our harbor seals. He's actually our patron harbor seal, our older of our group, at 21 years old. He's doing great. But yeah, so like I said, those main, most clear differences, you guys might have seen Dyson come onto stage, and as he moves around on stage, he's kind of using those front flippers, not really using those back flippers, he's using those abdominal muscles to move him around on land, on our stage here. And that's because seals, they have fused hips. Those back flippers of theirs, they're stuck straight out, so they don't have much use moving on land with those. But if you pay attention to him as he moves in the water, those are what he's using to push himself through the water. He is moving those back flippers in a side-to-side motion, similar to how a fish would swim. Joining him on stage is his son, Pirate. So like I said, using those abdominal muscles, if you take a look, and this is actually called, it has a name, doesn't sound like a word, it's called galumphing. When they move like that, we call it the worm. But yeah, so pay attention as they move on land and in the water. This is one of my favorite differences. It is like the most clear. Another difference is going to be their coloration. Pirate and Dyson here, I love it when they come out together. They are, like I said, father and son. They are both harbor seals. They're both males. Look how differently colored they are. They have those spots and those blotches. That is typical of all harbor seals. That's going to help them camouflage into the rocky coves that they like to hang out in. But Pirate over here, he's mostly black with some silver and brown blotches, whereas Dyson is mostly like that beautiful tan with some black and silver blotches, and then he's got that funny little brown patch on top of his back right there. They are related. Each individual harbor seal, they're going to be different patterns, different colorations, but they are all going to have those spots, those blotches. Some of them are going to have it on the whole body, some of them, their stomachs might be bare. All of this helps them camouflage. Sea lions, on the other hand, they don't really need as much camouflage, so they are this beautiful solid brown from head to toe, and that's going to be every single California sea lion. They're all going to be just that full solid brown. Size is also another big difference. Pirate and Dyson here, they're both about 200 pounds, a little bit over, and that is about average for a male harbor seal. And about 5 feet in length. So this is typical size for those guys. A full-grown male California sea lion, however, they can reach These guys, like I said, are about 200. Dyson's a little over 200. A full-grown male California sea lion can reach up to 900 pounds. Almost, what is that? I'm not great at math. Almost 4 times, a little bit more than 4 times these guys' size. And about 9 feet in length. They can get quite huge. If we've been over to Seal Cove, our ladies over there, they are females. They are smaller than a male can get. And they are also on the smaller side. They are both younger. So that is, they are much smaller than a full-grown male California sea lion can reach. But they are still larger than these 2 guys here. Now my favorite difference that I should have pointed out when they were on the slide outs, but I'll point out now, you guys strain your eyes, look very closely at the sides of their heads. You will not see ear flaps. They do have, some of you with the better eyesight might be able to see the little ear holes on the side of their head. They do have ears. They can hear quite well, but all true seals do not have external ear flaps. That is a sign of any true seal. Those ear flaps also the fused hips and then moving side to side with their rear flippers. Whereas a sea lion, they have little ear flaps. They look like Tootsie Rolls on the sides of their head. And so that works especially in our murky California waters that are murky because they're so nutrient rich. But all you can see is those heads sticking out of the water usually. So you just look for those ears. You see ears? Guaranteed California sea lion. No ears? Guaranteed seal. But we also have elephant seals in our waters here, so I can't guarantee which kind of seal you're seeing. Alright, well, so Dyson and Pirate up here and animal care specialist Kate and Jen have been demonstrating and are continuing to demonstrate what we do with our animals here at Sea Lion Stadium. They've been demonstrating this full show training. Now specifically, we are demonstrating our husbandry training, and right now Pirate is receiving eye drops, Dyson is getting a body check. And so husbandry training, that is training that allows our animals to participate voluntarily in their own health care. So like I said, Dyson's getting that body check, Jen was checking in for any bumps, blotches, scratches, scrapes that might not have been there before, anything that might need closer attention to. And that is a trained behavior. Look how patiently they are waiting, how wonderfully they're laying still, letting us touch all over their backs, their flippers, their heads, get them on their backs so we can check their bellies, do some workout. This is really important to maintain their health. As those eye drops that Pirate was receiving as well. We're just staying on top of their eye health, preventative measures that make sure that they stay healthy, happy for as long as we can provide. So these husbandry behaviors, they are our focus, they are our primary thing. We have also trained our animals for things such as voluntary x-rays, ultrasounds, blood draws, injections, getting weights on them, going into crates in case we need to transport them. These are all trained voluntary behaviors that are our primary goal, because that is our animal's health is the most important thing to us as animal care specialists, as trainers. However, these behaviors take a lot of trust between trainer and animal and trainer. And so to get to that point of understanding, of trust, relationship building, that's what we do these fun show behaviors for. They're not just fun for you guys to watch. I hope they're fun for you guys to watch. They're not just fun for us to train. They are also fun for our animals to perform. They get to go out, they get to do zoomies, they get physical exercise going on, while at the same time, mental exercise, they are reading these hand cues. As you can see, Kate and Jen, some of these are very subtle, some are very obvious. They're doing these hand cues that our animals have to rethink what behavior is that asking, then do the behavior in all of what, half a second. Very fast, thinking, very quick on their toes. I'm also, well, he isn't doing it anymore. Pirate's just doing a mimic behavior, which is incredibly difficult. But yeah, so all this training, these fun show behaviors, these husbandry behaviors, they're great physical exercise, they're great keeping on top of their health care, their any doctor, veterinarian needs. And then these fun show behaviors, all of it together is making sure that they have an amazingly enriched life here, that they are on top of their health care. Oh, they are leading stage. Please give them a round of applause. But yes, this training is very, very important to what we do with our animals. And to touch up more on the training, what type of training, and how we do this training, is my coworker Molly. She might have just left, but she'll be coming out shortly to take the mic from me. But yes, so she is going to go into what kind of training we do, which, gosh no, I won't do any spoilers. And she will talk about how this training, how we do it, what we use as reinforcers, which will go with that too. But yeah, that is our primary focus here at Sea Lion Stadium. We also love using, or not using, our animals, working with our animals as ambassador animals to help teach you guys, to educate you guys on these guys, on what we do here, on what other facilities might do similar to us, but also on their wild cousins, their wild relatives that live in our coastal waters. All right, then taking over from me here is Molly. She did return, not leaving me out to dry, and she's going to talk about our next friends coming out on stage.
Hi guys, sorry about that. Thank you so much. My name is Molly, and I'm also one of the animal care specialists here that works with our resident pinnipeds here at Sea Lion Stadium. You just got introduced to some lovely harbor seals, but joining us here shortly are going to be two very different animals named Lulu and Indigo. These animals are so incredibly special, especially Lulu, who you guys will be seeing. She is actually one of our rescued sea lions. She was found as a pup all the way back around 12 years ago, and she was deemed no longer released. So right there is actually Indigo. Indigo is 17 years old, and she is just like Maxon. And you can also see that they are very similar in color. This is because they are an extremely social species. They do not depend on the coloration of hide from predators as much as the size of their groups. They are very vocal. You just heard one of Indigo's loud vocals earlier. They love to communicate with each other. And if you hang out around Sea Lion Stadium enough for Seal Cove, you can hear them talking. And another really cool thing about them now that they are on the slide outs up close and personal, you can see those external ears. Those are called pinnipeds. Just like how we have external ears, they have those as well. And another really cool thing about them is those powerful front flippers. You can see that they look quite different than the harbor seals. They can use those front flippers to propel themselves to speeds up to 20 miles per hour. And even though these guys are marine mammals, they can actually outrun us on land as well. You can see that they were able to get around pretty well on land, a little bit less awkwardly than the harbor seals. This is because they are able to rotate their necks under them and actually walk on the shores. And another really cool thing about these guys is their teeth. Indigo is showing off how she has some black teeth. That is a completely healthy coating that these guys have that they developed their DNA. So although we mentioned all of that mouth hair earlier, this black coating is totally healthy for them. Now I'm going to help you guys about how we are able to work with these animals every single day, and that is through training. You can see that our animal care specialists use both their hands and their words to communicate with our animals, and these are what we call cues. In turn, the animal responds with behavior, and if they did what we were looking for, we give them a bridge to let them know that they did a great job and that reinforcement is on the way. We use operant conditioning with a focus on positive reinforcement. So if you guys have dogs at home, you might be using something similar with them. And you might be wondering, what is reinforcing for these guys? The most obvious answer is fish. These guys are carnivorous marine mammals. squid. This closely mimics their natural diet out in the wild. And other things that these guys can find fish come from many different forms. And those forms can be toys. So these guys look for different balls, scopes, and signs. It's our job as animal care specialists to find out what each individual animal finds reinforcing. It is so incredibly rewarding to find what every animal decides is fun, just to be able to get to know them. So you might be wondering how we're able to do all this training. And a lot of that is through approximations. A lot of this takes a lot of baby steps. Rome wasn't built in a day, and every animal learns at their own individual pace. Indigo here is demonstrating a lot of really fun behaviors as well as Lulu. Not only do these guys know their very important husbandry behaviors such as mouth touches, blood draws, x-rays, but also those fun high energy behaviors and even some handstands. Not only are these extremely fun and mentally stimulating, but they can even serve important husbandry purposes as well. California sea lions have a lifespan of around 20 to 25 years, often longer in human care. And as these animals get older, they might have problems with their joints, problems with their eyes, anything really. So if they can't meet the criteria of a certain behavior, there might be a deeper reason for that. But we do have on-site vet staff here every single day that also work extremely closely with these animals if something is not quite right. And another really awesome thing about these guys is their whiskers as well. You guys probably saw that Pirate and Dyson had some pretty cool whiskers. Not only are they extremely cute, but they are extremely functional. They are actually called vibrissae, that's that other fancy scientific word, and that sounds like a lot like the word vibrate. They can actually feel the vibrations of fish swimming through the water. Because the California waters can often be dark and murky, which is a sign that they are nutrient dense. But even though these guys have excellent eyesight, they can use their vibrissae to help calm fish that they need to survive. These guys are keystone species, an excellent indicator of ocean health. Like Max was saying, these guys are a really awesome indicator of how the food web is working in our California ecosystems. We are able to work so closely with these guys, especially with rescue animals like Lulu. And Lulu is even able to have her own baby named Minnow, who you guys can see over at Seal Cove. We are able to provide such fulfilling lives to these guys, and we're able to show off how incredible they are to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here today at Sea Lion Stadium at Six Flags, and enjoy the rest of your day.
I hope you enjoyed the full version of the show or what. Really enjoyed that. I hadn't seen this show before or what. So really entertaining, really neat to see and kind of learn some things about sea lions and seals. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button as we do new videos about different attractions around the Bay Area. Until next time, this is Michael with Bay Area Attractions.